Hey there, it's Hannah. Imagine this. Your precious pet slips out the door and disappears. In today's story, a little white dog goes missing, and the way it's found is something no one could have predicted. Now let's get to the story.
It was Thanksgiving, and the house smelled of roasted turkey and pumpkin pie. I remember the laughter of kids echoing through the living room, the clinking of silverware against plates, and the warmth of family all around. Homer, our 6-month-old Maltese pup, was in the middle of it all, tail wagging, ears flopping, stealing every bit of attention. By the time everyone had left, the cozy chatter had faded, and the sweet aroma of dinner lingered in the air. That's when we realized Homer was gone. Somehow, in the chaos, he had slipped out unnoticed. For 6 long weeks, we searched every corner of town. We plastered lost dog posters on every streetlight, called every neighbor and animal shelter, and walked the neighborhoods calling his name until our voices were hoarse. The cold New Mexico nights left frost on our jackets and turned our breath into clouds. And each day without Homer tightened a knot in our stomachs. We imagined him shivering under bushes, dodging cars, maybe even encountering wild predators. With every dead-end call from shelters and unanswered posters, our hope started to fade. Maybe Homer had found a new family, we thought, but we couldn't stop fearing the worst. Then, just when we were ready to give up, the phone rang. A neighbor's granddaughter had spotted a tiny white and gray dog, and not just anywhere. He had been appearing at our church for 7 nights straight. The idea seemed unbelievable. Homer, marching into the same church we attended every night, waiting, persistent, sniffing around like he knew exactly where he needed to be. We got the family's contact information from the pastor the next day and drove to the church, our hearts racing. The crisp morning air smelled faintly of pine from nearby trees, and the quiet of the empty streets made the anticipation almost unbearable. When the door opened, Homer came bounding toward us, tail wagging furiously, little paws skidding on the tiles. He jumped up, nuzzling our faces, whining in joy. The woman told us he had climbed onto the pews, looking for someone, sniffing the air, refusing to leave. He had followed our scent 5 miles to the church without ever having been there before. We stood there, feeling the warmth of his fur under our hands, the softness of his coat mingling with the faint scent of church candles and polished wood. That day, we held Homer close and silently thanked God for bringing him back to us. Since then, we've been extra careful, keeping a close eye on our little star, grateful for every wag of his tail and every lick of his nose. Sometimes you realize that hope and persistence, even in the coldest and darkest weeks, can lead to moments you'll never forget.
I hope this story encouraged your heart and reminded you that God cares about the little things. Don't forget to share it with a friend, and I'll see you at the next story.